I started cleaning it up, cleaning it up, cleaning it up. And I got a lot more clear on, again, what it was exactly, that thing that I was doing that made a difference in other people's lives.
To some, boundaries are just placing limits. To me, it's where the limitless things begin.
Hello, 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 and thank you for tuning into the Boundaries and More podcast with Jess Abraham. I am your host, Jess Abraham, and today's episode is brought to you by Joyful Styles. Joyful Styles is a lifestyle brand that provides premium quality apparel that promotes joy and positivity. Joyful Styles believes how we approach a situation matters, and choosing to be joyful makes all the difference. You have the power, and it's time to embrace it. So, get your Joyful Styles apparel at joyfulstyles.com. That's JOYFULSTYLEZ.com. Let's go, let's go. Before we get into this episode, I just want to take some time to remind you to take that boundaries quiz. Right? Take some time out right now to click the show notes and take the boundaries quiz. You must know where we are to be able to measure the progress and the things that we'll be implementing throughout, all these episodes. So take some time out right now to take that boundaries quiz. All right, let's get into it. If you make this, got some things to do, but I really wanted to come create this episode. And you seen the title, right? Clean it up. Clean it up. Like, man, what? Clean what up, Jess? What you talking about? What we talking about today? Yeah, so look, clean it up. This was dropped in my spirit, like from the simplest things. I'm telling you, everything in life, everything in my life that happens, I just look at it a certain way. And there are things that be dropped in my spirit based on just all type of things, man. So recently, right, I was doing some stuff with my landing page and all these different things, and then I realized, like, oh, it was working fine on my testing things out, seeing, oh, it works fine on my phone. I see that it worked fine on my laptop, but then on my iPad, it just wasn't showing up the way it was supposed to show up. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. And normally what I do, like weekly, I can tend to go in and delete things off my iPad because of its limited storage and all these different things. But apparently somewhere, right, there's something that just needed a little more oomph. But when the stuff wasn't showing up on my page, I just started to investigate, right? So it was this thing that happened that created a disruption in my flow that caused me and encouraged me to investigate a little more. So I go into the iPad and I'm looking, I'm like, man, I'm on this version of it, right? It's like, man, iPad and came out with so many other updates since, but I guess my stuff just never updated for whatever reason. So I'm operating on an older version of, this iPad. But then let me tell y'all, that day I discovered I just do some stuff, like needed to update my iPad. I update my iPad. And for us Apple users, typically when we update certain products and things, it takes a little more storage from us, from our devices and things like that, right? So in this case, though, when I updated my iPad, it cleaned it up so much that it gave me an extra 20 gigs of storage on my iPad. So here I am, right? Here I am in this iPad, attempting to do these different things, cleaning it up every week because it's getting close to full and all these different stuff. Pull up this web page, it's not showing properly because of the outdated software and all of that stuff, right? The minute I cleaned it up, instantly I had 20 extra gigs on my iPad. I don't know what all it cleaned up internally, but I know it's definitely operating better, right? It got a smooth little look. I can do some cool things and some cool features. There's some things that I just couldn't do before because I wasn't on the updated, right, in a cleaned up version of the software, right? So you're like, Jazz, where we going? Where we going? Listen, y'all. It was dropped in my spirit. Some of us, we need to clean it up, clean things up in our lives, right? Right? The things in our lives, the environments we're in, well, I'm saying we because I'm human and been there, done these different things. But some things we do, certain environments, the people, the places, the spaces, all these different things, right? It's important for us to clean it up, right? Upgrade and update our software so that we can definitely clean these things up. So important, y'all. Oh, okay. Listen, I get it. All right. I'm gonna slow down because I'm excited. I hear it. I'm hearing it. Like, yep, yep. Okay. All right. When we, as people, clean up our environment, right? Even starting, right? Most important, with our mental environment, right? Our mental space, the things that we're thinking about, the things that we're doing, all these different things like that, right? It creates these different upgrades and abilities to do so much more, right? With our lives because what? We're cleaning it up. I'm telling y'all, cleaning things up has such a great benefit on the other side of things, on the other side of that clean, right? Even when you just clean up a little bit, right? We're not just talking about just rearranging, no, actually cleaning up some things, y'all. Cleaning up some things. I mean, I hear it. I got, I'm slowed down. I'm slowed down because I'm excited. I really am excited about this message. And I'm just thinking, my mind is going so fast, the things I want to say and do. I just want to make sure that the right person that needs this message hears this message, right? Clean it up. Clean it up, right? Let me tell y'all, there's, a little over a year ago now, my wife and I moved into a brand new house that we've been making a really great home, right? And in the process of that, we had, of course, started with things in boxes, and it started with things just temporarily temporarily in certain places and all of this stuff. But I know I had this vision of what I want our home to look like, right? The colors I want to have, the type of decorations I want, all these different things, right? So I'm just like doing these different things. My wife's like, she's cool, right? She's like, oh, the house looks great already. We're good. Whatever. I'm like, nah, I need it's important for me personally for my environment to be set up a certain way. Every single environment that I'm in, it must be set up to support me, right? Like every single environment, particularly our home, right? Which is our safe haven, our sacred space. And like, man, it must be set up to support me. So I know the type of feel I want to have when I walk in each and every room, right? So I set up the environment, right? Clean some stuff out, clean some stuff up to make sure that we put some things in place so that when I walk in our spaces here, that it's like, yeah, it's just a certain feel. I'm everywhere, like y'all, everywhere in our home, it has some type of it's aesthetically pleasing, and also it has some type of inspiration, motivation somewhere. Like every space in our home, every space, and that again was important to me, right? I didn't need to have an environment with all these, boxes and mail and all these different things all over the place, because what happens is that for me personally, it gets my brain starts to get all foggy and stuff, right? When my environment and my spaces isn't clear and clean, like it's just mentally it's not gonna work for me. So it's so important for me to have these certain like spaces set up a certain way so that I can think clearly and be like like it feels a lot more freeing for me, right? So for you all, I want you to definitely like something super practical, right? Take inventory, right? Take inventory of the environments, right? With the people, the places, the spaces, right? And see like what do you feel when you walk in these places and spaces and you're around certain people, right? Take some time to actually do that so that, right, we know where we are to kind of know where we're going, things of that sort. But take that time to do that so like when you start to clean things up, you can actually see how clear things become, right? You're thinking, you're like just the things that you're doing, you just see things more clearly. And like, yeah, again, y'all, that's just a me thing. Maybe that's just something that works for me. And what I really believe that having these clear spaces and cleaned up spaces, just things are in place and organized, things of that sort, it just does something differently for us as people, our mental, right? Our everything in our inner being. It does that to me. That's what I see. That's how I operate, and I know every single time it's just been a cheat code, right? Cheat code for that. Man, I just feel like, yeah, I'm gonna just I'm gonna still just like really like take my time with some of these things here. Lot going on truthfully through my hair right now that I want like different places that I want to go with this. But I'm gonna stay focused, stay on track. And I really, really pray that the person that this message is for gets this message. Lord, let this message get to that person the way that is even being articulated right now. Yes, 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 yes. So y'all, I also want to mention these things, right? Like when I'm talking about the feeling and the being certain environments, all these different things, right? I'm telling y'all, another thing when it comes to like cleaning it up, my wife and I, we've cleaned it up with our eating habits a whole lot, right? We started with doing certain things that was helpful for us, and now we're really, really like in this space. We still, eat delicious foods and things of that sort, but we definitely focusing on more of the things that are right for us, particularly in our bodies and things of that sort, right? So I'm telling you, y'all, when we started cleaning up our eating and eating more things that were beneficial to our bodies, oh, instantly we just start to feel better from that cleanup, right? When we cleaned up our eating, we started to instantly feel better, right? So feeling better for us was a form of these results before we actually start seeing like the physical results in our bodies, right? Cleaning that up. And we just cleaning up our eating. It started there, right? That was our like first sign and first result of us actually just feeling differently better. Like we're not getting tired running up and down the stairs or whatever it is, right? Just certain things, right? Building out endurance. Just when we chose better food to put in our bodies, it gave us this extra oomph, right? Cleaned up all the junk up out of our systems, right? So we're not feeling all groggy and whatever else, all the things that your body can feel when you're not eating the foods that actually fuels your body, right? So yeah, it's cleaning it up, right? There's oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I'm just like it's really so many things I want to say, but I want to keep this real like simple for you all, right? So just with that, yeah, I'm gonna just take it here and then I'm out. All right. So yeah, oh my gosh, just there's one more thing here, right? Here we are, boundaries and more, right? So let me tell y'all, when you're in this space and you're cleaning up, aka putting boundaries in place in those relationships, those environments. The more you do it, the more you start to feel confident about it, the more results you start to get. Like, just again, cleaning it up, right? So maybe the first time you went in and you attempted to put some boundaries in place, it was like, okay, kind of, sort of. This may work, maybe not, whatever, right? Then the next time you get a little more confident and you kind of like clean things up a little bit. I wanted to be more direct in this way and all that stuff, right? Every time you kept doing it, or you're doing it, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you, maybe because some of you haven't implemented this yet. In my mind, I'm just going through and replaying how things have worked for me and for clients, people I've helped already in the past. So I apologize, right? I apologize because I know some of you are here because you haven't done some of this work yet. So I'm gonna let you know, once you start implementing these things and really just putting things in place, the more you do it, the more confident you become, the more cleaned up it becomes. And the more it cleaned up it is, the more you start to feel even better and better and better and better about it. Right? So I want you all to really think about that and operate in that space, right? I want you to see the results. See the results. Just like me being shocked, like, man, cleaning this thing up, making space to make sure I have this update and all these things, right? Cleaning that thing up, I started seeing the result more than I ever imagined. I didn't think I was going to get an extra 20 gigs on my iPad. It's a big deal. It's a big deal, but I'm telling y'all, it ain't about the iPad. Right? When I started cleaning up things mentally for me, it made things more clear in how I can assist other people, right? I started cleaning things up. I started cleaning it up, cleaning it up, cleaning it up. And I got a lot more clear on, again, what it was exactly, that thing that I was doing that made a difference in other people's lives. And I started cleaning it up and cleaning it up. And I started putting more information out there because that's what the people wanted to know and see, and all these different things, right? Started cleaning it up and cleaning it up, right? As time goes on and we decide and continue to clean things up in our lives, again, in our environments, with the people, with the places, the spaces, all of these different things, you start seeing so much of the reward after you start cleaning things up. But it's so necessary for you to clean it up. Clean it up, y'all. Clean it up. That's really it, right? That's what I have for you today. I pray whoever this message, right, was for, got that message, and it makes so much sense for where you are currently in your life. I believe that it will. And I'm definitely super excited for those of you who'll be blessed by this episode, regardless, right? Regardless, like, truth be told, I'm like, man, some of the things are like, just the things that were coming to my mind, I want to like say them, and all these different things. I'm just like, okay, we'll decide, right? We'll slowly but surely. Yeah, either way. Look, y'all. Look. Take some time out today to follow us on Instagram at Boundaries and More Podcasts. Again, that's on Instagram at Boundaries and More Podcasts. If you're someone that's looking to clean things up in a way, like, whatever it is right now, it ain't it. There's things that need to be cleaned up, or you're not even exactly sure of all the things that need to be cleaned up. You just know this ain't it. And you definitely, because you've been realizing certain boundaries you must put in place, which is necessary for you, then I want you, specifically you, to please visit jazzabraham.com/apply to be able to put in an application to work with me. Again, take some time out to make sure that you submit that application to work with me. Again, that's jazzabraham.com/apply. That's JASABRAHAM.com/APPLY. Now, that's all I got for you today. Yep, that's it. I'm actually going to head into a meeting right now. So, look, you all, please go out and have a beautifully, beautifully amazing day and be back here next week for more Boundaries and More with Jazz Abraham. Talk to y'all then.